Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another art lesson in another week. So, what I thought we could do is I thought we could start kind of like a spooky Halloween project. So, what you're going to need is a blank sheet of white paper. And if you don't have white paper, just use whatever you have, a pencil, and a black crayon. That's what's going to get you started for this project. So, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is divide my paper in half right down the middle with a vertical line. Vertical means up and down. And if it's not right in the middle, that's okay. No big deal. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is going to be a spider web, and spider webs are not perfect, so don't worry about it. And then I'm going to go across the other way. So now I have 4 squares on my paper. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to divide all of those squares with a diagonal line. And it's going to go all the way out to the edge of my paper. So I'm going to do that in all of my squares. Okay, so now I have the center to my spider web. Now I'm just going to pick one of these pie pieces. So you can see they all kind of look like either pizza slices or pie slices. So I'm just going to start with one, and I'm just going to start over here. And I'm going to do like a smiley face, a curved line that almost looks like a smile. And then I'm out of room, so I'm going to stop there, and then I'm going to go over here to my next pizza slice. And I'm going to match those smiles up. So you can see they kind of touch each other, don't they? Now this one kind of goes off the page. So I'm just going to kind of come back on and then stop. And I'm just going to keep going all the way around. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying our best. Now, if I'm going too fast for you, you can just pause the video, take your time, and then catch up. There we go. I'm going to continue all the way around until my whole paper is full. And I'm going to go ahead and add that last one in there. There we go. I might add another over here because I've got a little bit extra room. Okay, perfect. Once you have your spider web done, then you're going to take your black crayon and you are just going to carefully trace on top of all of these pencil lines. Now, if you don't have a black or a black crayon, just use whatever you have. No big deal. Now, this is going to be a 2-week project. A 2-week project. So you don't have to finish it all in one sitting. You can do a little bit of it, then take a break, and then come back to it. Sometimes it's nice to take a little bit of a break from a project and then come back to it later and then finish it up. You can kind of look at it with fresh eyes. So if you're getting frustrated with it or it just doesn't look exactly the way you want it to, just take a little break. Now you don't want any of those pencil lines to show through, so make sure you stay on top of them. Now, when you're doing your spider web lines, make sure that they're not super duper close together. Otherwise, you're going to be tracing spider lines forever. So spread them out just a little bit. All right, last little piece. Oh, my lights just turned off. Hang on one second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that you have your spider web traced, I'm just going to go ahead and pick out some of my favorite colors. And I'm just going to start by picking out some like Halloween colors. So like purples and oranges and brighter greens. But you can pick out whatever colors you want. I'm just going to stick with kind of like Halloween-like colors. And then I'm just going to color in some of these little pieces of the spider web. You don't have to color in all of them. You can leave some of them white. And I like to kind of like spread the colors out so they're not all bunched up in one space. And just spread them out. Okay, then maybe I'm going to go to my purple. So it's really up to you how many of these spaces you color in. You could color in all of them. That's really your choice. But I want to see that you took your time and you did a nice, neat job. Don't just color in one, because then I'm just going to think that you stopped. So color in like a good amount. I think Halloween is one of my favorite times of the year. I love the weather. I love all the Halloween candy in the grocery stores. I love it when all of the kiddos come to my house dressed up and I can pass out Halloween candy. The weather starts to get cooler outside. Pumpkins are out. Go to the pumpkin patch. This is some of my favorite time. All right, let's just pretend that I'm done and I have it all filled in, or a lot of it filled in. I would probably do a few more, but I'm going to stop there just so we can move on with the video, okay? But I would probably do some more. Once you have your spider web colored in, then we're going to add a spooky spider. So I'm just going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to get out a piece of black construction paper. If you don't have a piece of black construction paper, use whatever you have. You can use a piece of cardboard. You could use just a regular piece of construction paper. Any color is fine. It can just be a crazy, unique spider. Use what you have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the body to my spider. So I'm just going to draw like a circle, and then I'm going to draw the head. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to very carefully cut my spider out. And since I used black paper, I used a white crayon or a white colored pencil to draw the body, just so I could see it. But you could use a regular pencil too. It just might be a little trickier to see. Now, I don't want to see that pencil line that goes through, so I'm just going to use this side for my actual spider, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and add the eyes. You could do 8 eyes if you wanted to, but I'm just going to do 2 because he's just going to be kind of like a cute little spider. And then I need to cut out some legs. So I'm just going to cut out some strips for the legs. Now, that's a little too long, isn't it? Yeah. So maybe I'm going to cut it in half. So there's 2 legs. And they should all be close to the same size, pretty close. There we go. So I need a little bit more. There we go. All right, so now I have my spider cut out and the legs. If you wanted to get kind of fancy with the legs, You could do something kind of like this too. So that's up to you, however you want to do the legs, okay? I'm just going to keep it kind of simple today, and I'm just going to do straight lines that kind of come out just like that, all right? So I'm going to take my spider web, and I'm going to use just a little bit of glue, flip my spider body over. I'm just going to do dot, dot, not a lot. Let's see if I can get my glue bottle working here. And if you don't have a glue bottle, then you can just go ahead and use a glue stick. My glue bottle is stuck. It's clogged up. There it goes. I just got to squeeze it real hard. So dot, dot, not a lot. And I'm just going to flip them over. Find a good spot for them. I think I'm going to put them like right here so that the legs don't come off the edge of the paper. And then I'm just going to go in and add the legs to glue them down. Make sure the legs go underneath the body. There we go. All right, so now my project is complete. I'm going to let it dry and then do a little shake test, make sure none of my pieces fall off. And then I want you to take a picture of it and then upload it into Google Classroom. This is going to be a 2-week project. So we're going to work on this for weeks 10 and week 11. So at week 11, you need to finish it up, okay? And then take a picture of it and upload it. If you have any questions about the Spiderweb project, you can always stop by my classroom or send me an email. I will get back to you as fast as I can. All right, nice job, guys. Keep going. Talk to you soon.